What's going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And today we're going to be building my treasure map teams. Now, if you guys have not seen what I actually pulled in the Treasure Map Sugafest video, make sure you click the card at the top of the video if you want to go ahead and see my pulls. But I've already gone ahead and deleted all the characters that I currently do not own. So these are the only characters that I haven't pulled. The old treasure map units from last map, as well as the East Blue Straw Hats. I have one of them, and then Arlong Crew, and then the two other treasure map boosters. So this is what we have to work with here. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing is first, when you're building treasure map teams, you should always build your final boss team first, because then, like, that's the one where you're going to dump all your highest point boosters, and then you just want to fill in the blanks for your other teams. And obviously, if you're in the East Blue League, which is the Bronze League, you only have to build one team because you have overlap. You can run whatever units you want, but if you're in the Silver League or the Grand Line League, or if you're in Gold or New World League, you have to build all separate teams for each of the bosses, right? And of course, if you guys want the link to this website specifically to build your own teams, link to it's down below in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. But let's get things started here. Now, this Robin is the treasure map point booster character that I do have, and unfortunately her captain ability is pretty bad, but she is a 1.75 point booster, which is kind of nice. So what we're going to do is we are going to run friend captain Robin with a Robin sub, and that gives us a pretty good amount of points by doing that. Even though her captain ability is basically useless, if you're above 99% HP, you get a lot of damage reduction, but it's not good. It's just not good. But we will be having Shanks' crew as my own captain, though, so that makes a pretty big difference by running something like that, right? Now, as for what Vivi does, stage 6, you're going to have to deal with Koza. Koza's the mini-boss. He special binds your crew for 3 turns, but of course, if you've got Shanks' crew as your captain, you just get rid of it. And then you also get given Chain Down for 5 turns. So we can use the Shanks' crew special on that stage, and then that basically deals with that entire stage altogether, which is kind of nice. We will probably want to run another quick unit though, because remember, we're going to use his special. He's probably going to be in his Psy form, because I want to have the Psy form for the final boss fight. But at the same time, if we're going to run a lot of Psy units on the VV stage anyway, I guess it wouldn't hurt if he's in his quick form and we use his special. But either way, I want to make sure I can get some matching slots. So I think I'm going to run this fish here, because he is a quick unit and he's a 1.35 point booster, and he actually grants a lot of points, and he's an orb booster as well, which is kind of nice. So I'm thinking I might run him. But I also thinking about running Law, because Law's actually pretty good as well, because he's got really good orb manipulation, but it doesn't matter because Vivi does give us block orbs. We could show you guys that real quick. Yeah, it changes all your orbs into block orbs on stage 7, and this Robin changes block orbs into matching, so we don't really need a unit dedicated to change block orbs if we've already got the Robin. So I guess it doesn't really matter. I want to run this Vivi actually. This Vivi's pretty good because she's an attack booster. We could actually use Vivi here, so that we can use his switch to get an orb on Robin and Vivi. Then when we use her special, we'll use her special first, then we use the special of Shanks, right? Because if we use the special of Vivi, she actually gets rid of 3 turns of chain coefficient reduction and chain multiplier limit. So she's kind of annoying, because it means that, like, if we use Shanks on stage 6, and when she has double special activation, obviously, we can't use her on the final stage, otherwise it removes the chain lock. But if we run Law on top of that, I guess it doesn't really matter. We can get the attack boost of Vivi, and then we get the chain locking effects of Law plus Law's orb boost. So I suppose that's probably the best way to do it. So that's an 11.3 times multiplier, which is actually pretty good. I guess I'm kind of happy with that. I don't really see too many issues with the team, per se. Because stage 6, once again, yeah, Shanks' crew just deals with this, and on the final stage, block orbs, easy to deal with. The resilience, we have Shanks' crew's dual captain effect in their dual form. As long as you hit one perfect, you'll get through the resilience. She buffs her own attack, and she has delay immunity, so it's not really a big problem. This team should deal with it, no problems whatsoever. Okay, so I'm relatively happy with that team. No problems, 11.3. Not as high as what some other people are going to get to in this treasure map, because of people that have both Arlong and Shanks. Those people are pretty much set. So either way, I'm still relatively happy with the team, but it would have been so much nicer to pull some of the other treasure map rare recruits, or just to have Arlong on top of it for additional points. I guess let's fill up the rest of the team, right? So against Nami, right? So what does Nami do again? She summons more characters, right? She has like 4 enemies. There's 5 enemies total on the Nami stage. Preemptive attack, special bind, by 3 turns on rows 2 and 3. So your captains are not special binded, just your crewmates. And she has delay immunity for 99 turns. Okay, so this Rebecca and Viola is like the most optimal unit to bring here. I guess if you want to run more points, you could run something like that. And then once you have this unit to get rid of the special bind that Nami inflicts to your team, you can basically run whatever you want. So I guess we can return to the Nami team a little bit later because we've already got all the specials that we need to get around the debuffs. So let's move on to the Chopper and see what he needs, right? 5 turns of attack down. Okay, yeah, this is the team where you want Weevil. Where is Weevil? Treasure map, Weevil. You want him on the team, and I guess we can run Marco as the captain because he's a higher point booster. He boosts quick and psi characters. He's an orb boosting special. So literally with Weevil and Marco, that's going to be more than enough damage to take him down. There's no real way to get matching slots though, is there? Is there a good psi unit potentially that that does orb manipulation? Let's have a look here. These two guys do actually. No, but your captain has to be free spirit, right? Well, you'd have to be free spirit in order to get the attack boost, but that doesn't really matter. And this guy does the combo boost. Changes adjacent orbs into matching. I guess, actually, these guys might be good on this stage, I think. Yeah, because I think... Yeah, because as long as we have a free spirit captain, we could probably run that. I think that actually makes a lot of sense. I think we'll do that. But wait, I need one for the Chopper team still. I need a good orb manipulator for the Chopper team. Who have we got? No, we need you for that team for sure. We'll talk about that in a second. You do orb manipulation, don't you? Makes all colored orbs beneficial. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Yeah, I think I'm going to run that. Let's run that. And I guess at that stage, the Chopper team is dealt with. We got matching slots, color affinity, attack boost, remove the attack down, orb boost, we're Gucci. That team's pretty solid. Now against Sanji, what does the Sanji boss do again? So we have 1 turn of damage immunity, all orbs are empty, and defense down immunity. Okay, so this is the stage where we want Raid Buggy, and we want Kuro Django. So with these two characters, we'll get a full board of matching slots, we'll delay Sanji, and get a delayed conditional boost. Like that, like these two characters are like a really good combination, so if you have these two together, you're sorted. I still have these 1.35 point boosters here. Well, this Krieg and Gin unit are going to go on the Zoro team for sure, because we need his special against Zoro. Against these units though, what can we do with these units here? Well, these guys are all slashes. We could run you like that. That could work, right? Yeah, that could definitely work. Let's refresh these points real quick. And then we've still got this Luffy unit, which we want to chuck on a team somewhere. You're a Rainbow Captain. We can't chuck you here because you're a Luffy character. We can't chuck you there. You're not boosted. We can't chuck you here because Zoro's here. The only team we can think of is this team here. You're a Dex and Int Captain. You have a crewmate effect, don't you, to resist silence by 3 turns, special bind. 3 turns. Okay, we can run you as a sub then. Okay, that kind of works, I guess, because you're a 2.5 captain. I guess, actually, you know, it would be a better idea if we did this. Because NL is not a 1.1 booster, he's a 1.2 booster, this treasure map. And look, if you're talking about just speed, NL's going to clear this so much faster. Plus, with NL, we'll have his special ability to just wave clear the Namis. So if we run that, we run, what's his face? Whitebeard, where is he? Here he is. Run him. And then we could run this here. That seems pretty solid to me. That seems actually pretty solid. Anyways, we'll return to that once we get to it, but we've gotten rid of all the 1.35 point boosters, which is a very, very big thing to do. As long as you're getting rid of all of these, you're in good stead, that's for sure. Now we can just fill our team out with basically all the other things to finish it off. What's your captain effect actually, Zoro? Dex and Strength 2.75, so you will not boost... You're not boosting Buggy. Is that a big deal? Probably not, but I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Okay, so we need captains for Zoro and the Sanji team. So we are running slashes for against Sanji, so I guess let's filter by slashes and have a look at what we got. Also, for this team, we've got... Your special will not be active. We need a captain to be Strength or Dex. You're a Chain Multiply Locker. Who's a good slasher captain that we could use for this particular team? What's your captain effect? Okay, not good. Your captain effect is for Dex, but again, you're a Zoro character, so you don't work. Law, you're a slasher captain, aren't you? 2.5 at the start of the chain. I guess we'll just run Mihawk. You're a slasher captain? Yeah, you are. I guess we'll just run Mihawk. That kind of makes sense. And then we need an attack booster. Shutenmaru? Shutenmaru could work. So let's update those points. 4.25 is pretty good. We'll go through the calculator in a minute once we've actually built our teams out, but like damage-wise, this should be good, right? Because against Sanji, these two characters, the Kuro unit and the Buggy unit, that's a full board of orbs with a 1.75 conditional boost. We've got Shutenmaru for an attack boost. We've got Mihawk for a chain lock and an orb boost, and Zoro's just kind of filler just for more points. That's huge damage right there. And then against Zoro, we need a captain. I guess, well, it needs to be Free Spirit. It needs to be Free Spirit in order for the effects of these guys to work. But I guess it doesn't truly matter at the end of the day. They're just kind of there as filler. The Kumurasaki is very important here against Zoro. For those of you who have no idea what the Zoro does, you're binded, your top row is binded for 7 turns. So with sockets, it goes down to 4 turns. The attack down is inflicted on your team for 4 turns. The enemy has 4 turns of defense up as well. So by having the Komurasaki unit, you can actually get rid of the attack down and the bind if you have double special activation rainbowed out, which you should because she's a free-to-play unit, she's a Colosseum unit. So by having that, we can get rid of the debuffs. We have the Gin and Krieg unit, which have their special of giving the increased defense removal on the enemy and also being an orb booster because he has debuff protection. He had the delay or the all debuff protection, so that's an orb boost. We've got the utility, we've got orb manipulation here, but I guess treasure map ace? That kind of works, right? Because we need probably more strength units, right? That makes a lot of sense. Let's clear the filters. So with this team, we need to actually switch this into Gin because we need a strength, a Sai, and a quick unit on our team for Ace to get his captain ability to work. So as long as we have this into the Gin version, we can have basically all that we want. That's a 4.78 multiplier on just a mid-map team. That's actually really, really good. So I'm kind of happy with that. We'll check the multipliers and all the damage once we've built our team, but this seems pretty good. Now we just need to fill out the rest of these teams here. Now against Chopper, we're just going to fill it out with Sai units because that's the smart thing to do. It doesn't actually matter what units we put on the team because we've got attack boost, orb boost, color affinity. Let's just chuck Stampede Luffy. And I guess Nami. Nami's kind of cool because she can actually be a cooldown reducer if her cooldown's relatively low. 13 turns. I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but having that access to cooldown reduction is kind of nice. 3.78 is pretty good. And then against Nami, another wave clear type of character would be really good. We could chuck Bullet on the team just because we can. We could actually chuck Zoro. Zoro would be actually a pretty good option. Now that I'm thinking about it, this unit changes adjacent orbs, right? Adjacent orbs and own orb into matching. That's pretty good. Because we could actually do that and we get a guaranteed full board of orbs just by doing this. That's pretty good. And we get a chain lock, orb boost, wave clear, wave clear, wave clear. Like, this is just like wave clear the team, basically. Okay. So now that we need to go ahead and build the Luffy team. So against Luffy, Luffy is the intrusion battle. So on this specific team, we're going to be running a very similar strategy, I feel. We're going to have Shanks. We're going to have the Nico Robin. So with that together, it's already 4.59. So against Luffy, Stage 1, 10 turn cooldown to all characters. Stage 2, he has % damage reduction by 3 turns, delay immunity, and your health is cut by 70%. You reduce the rainbow shield, don't you? Yep, okay, so Stage 2 is dealt with. Stage 3, bind 5 turns to row 2. So your middle row is binded for 5 turns. With sockets, it's only 3 turns. So if we have a support effect that can get rid of that, we don't even have to worry about the bind. So we can think about that in a second. We're paralyzed as well for 3 turns. Actually, that's perfect because this is Nico Robin. We can literally have support Bato to get rid of the paralysis. Okay, don't have to worry about that. Then we've got delay immunity and all our orbs are changing to badly matching slots. Okay, well, immediately what I'm thinking of is this lore once again. Reason for that is because he changes badly matching slots into matching. He changes like a lot of orbs into matching. Empty, block, bomb, recovery, G, badly matching, and his own orb into matching. So that's pretty freaking good. We get the paralysis reduction from the Bato, and then we can have support Corazon. So that will remove, again, more paralysis, even though it's not really required. Removes bind as well. We're not binded or anything on stage 2. No, we're not. So that's perfect. Yeah, that works pretty well. So at this point, we need to think about some other characters to fulfill the rest of the roles on this team. I think the Vivi's another good choice just to get, you know, more attack boosting effects. That's what I think is going to be a good option. We need a strength unit because we don't have any type advantage. That's actually a big problem. Let's actually filter strength units and see what we got. We could use this Straw Hat character, actually. That could work. If I had Arlong, obviously would be amazing to have. Bullet is an option, but it would be nice to go with 1.35 boosters just to get the most damage, the most points, obviously, possible. So I think we're going to run the Straw Hat character here as a sub. Run the Straw Hat. And then I guess Vivi is like the next best thing that we could go for here for an attack boosting effect. So again, an 11.3 multiplier is quite nice. So with this team, stage 2, there's the Rainbow Shield. Robin can get rid of that. We could use the switch effect of Shanks to get a Strength Orb on this Straw Hat character so we can have some type advantage there. And then on the final stage, what does he do again on the final stage? The Bind and Paralysis are going to be removed by support characters. And again, because we're using this character, we could actually literally have... what do you call it? Rayleigh support. We can have Rayleigh support, we could have Corazon support, we could have Barto support, like, just GG. We have an attack boost, we have an orb boost, we have chain lock. We don't have color affinity, though. If we could proc some color affinity, then again, I don't think there's a support effect that can just give you free color affinity. I guess, what do you call it? A Kainu support. No, he's not color affinity, he's an attack boost. Oh, are there any color affinity supports for strength? Limited Roku Judge, and I think Eustace Kid, but we don't have Eustace Kid support, and I don't have Judge, so that's annoying. There's no one for Fighter, there's no one for Free Spirit. I guess I'm fine with that, though. Let's actually check the multipliers and the damage that we're getting, and we'll see how we go. So let's actually check out this team first, which is going to be this team. We're going to actually switch to Viola. Viola, wherever you are. Yep, like that. I don't know why the damage output is kind of screwed up, but with this team, the damage doesn't really matter for this team because we're just going to have AoE, 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 AoE. We're using that, obviously, to get rid of the paralysis, get rid of special bind. We get matching orbs with this. This is literally a full board of matching orbs. We get 1 million, like 1.3, 1.4. This is like, it's close to 2 million damage with AoE damage here. Plus a full board of matching slots. I don't really see too many problems here. We have an orb boost as well with this. This seems pretty good. I'm relatively happy with that team. Hopefully not all these teams are bugged. Okay, this one's not bugged. So with this team, we're going to have a full board of matching slots, unless if it's recovery or tandem slots, but any of these characters treat recovery and tandem as beneficial. Well, he does for himself, which is very good. So at least you're going to have a matching slot, but with all this damage, 21 million damage against Int, no problems whatsoever. Nice. I think this one's probably going to be bugged, right? Okay, no, this one's not bugged. Okay, we're going to have you set as Django. 1-2 Django. Like that. And then you're going to be set as Buggy, of course. And then with this team, we're going to have a full board of matching slots. We are going to have the Mihawk Special, Shuten Maru, Buggy, and that, and also a bit of color affinity with the switch effect. That's a lot of damage across the board to nearly every color in the game. 18.4 with everything active is pretty good to me. I'm happy with that. Okay, so against Zoro, this team here, we are going to have a full board of strength slots. You are actually in the Gin version. Gin. Full board of strength orbs. We're going to change these into strength. We're going to have the Ace special, the Gin and Krieg special. We could actually have the Sabo special for additional chain as well. It's 10.3 million damage. Seems pretty good to me. I'm happy with that. This team is not going to do a lot of damage, and the main reason for that is because Robin has a terrible captain effect and does not give us any boost whatsoever. So with this team, we're going to have a full board of orbs. Yep, it's a guaranteed full board of orbs. It's going to be a Shanks special. It's going to be a Vivi special. It's going to be a Law special. Well, actually, no. Technically, it's only going to be the Law and the Vivi. Because if we use his special on stage 6, that actually reduces our damage a lot. But that's still 6.1. And remember, all of this damage is without the treasure map bird applied on top of it. And that's without cotton candy applied on top of it as well. So this is going to do close to 10 million damage. Or, yeah, pretty much close to 10 million damage. So, okay, this will work for a pretty long time, I guess. And then moving on to this one, which this team is going to do even less because we've only got one unit with type advantage on this team. So this one might actually see some changes as we move along the treasure map. But with this team, we're going to have this active, we're going to have this active, and that's only 3.5 million damage to Dex, to the Dex Luffy boss. So yeah, this one will definitely have to see some changes along the way. We could change this to something else. We could even have support Sabo and this guy actually to improve his damage output, to give him additional stats. I don't actually have Cotton Candy on this character. I might actually feed Cotton Candy just to increase his damage output a bit more, but I guess it's not a big problem moving forward. But either way, it is what it is. So I guess that's going to wrap up my treasure map teams building video. So those will appear to be my teams, and I'm not really too sure if I'll change them along the way. I might change them along the way, and if you guys want to see how the team performs, I think I'll be able to stream on the day of treasure map. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to go follow my Twitch channel over at twitch.tv/Toadskii for all that kind of thing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.